Hello and welcome, Machinist Union members and our allies in the labor movement. This is your weekly 141 report, and I'm your host, Dave Lehive, a communications representative for District Lodge 141. Our conversation topic this week takes you, the viewer, to the William Whippensinger Education Technology Center in Hollywood, Maryland, as we meet up with District 141 educators to discuss the new member program being developed. All of this and more as our 141 report starts now. Hey, brothers, how are you doing this morning?
Very good, brother. Thank you for asking.
How you doing, Dave?
Great. It's good to see you guys. Brother Sean, as we get this video interview started, first off, can you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself? I understand that you're going to be working now with District Lodge 141 as an educator, and just give us some background about yourself and your history with the airlines.
Sure. I started with Continental Airlines 15 years ago, now United Airlines. And I've, over the years, since we've got the union, been a shop steward, I'm a safety advocate, became the local lodge educator recently, and now I have the pleasure of working with Mac McGovern and his team at District 141 as the district educator.
Brother Bruno, why don't you go ahead and tell me about yourself? I understand that you are also a new District 141 educator.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having me again. I'm really excited to be new to the education team. I'm a local Lodge 811 Grievance Committee secretary out of Houston. Been doing a lot of work with the shop stewards there, and I was very fortunate to get called by Brother Mac McGovern to come and join the team on education. So I'm super excited about that.
Well, hey, I really appreciate you coming on the show today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yep. So, Brother Bruno, we're here at Whippensinger's Education Technology Center. It is the crown jewel of the Machinist Union for our members to come and learn. We had educators come in from around the country, not just from District Lodge 141, but other districts and territories. What's the main reason? Why are we here?
So what we've been tasked this week with by Richie Johnson and his team from the Grand Lodge is he would like to have a uniform kind of program for new hire orientation. So we want to bring our new membership that's coming in our different fields, whether it be railroad or the airline industry, kind of have everyone come in so that they can learn all together on the same kind of format of what being a union member is all about, and get their indoctrination into what the IAM stands for.
Yeah, it's a new hire orientation program where we need to develop a process that's streamlined. And Richie Johnson had made a comment that, this is something that has been a long time in the making, and the new members that are coming here into the union need to be educated as far as what it means to be a unionist. And I think that awareness to also help increase union density is crucial in this day and age. So that's the main reason, is for the new hires.
So, Sean, how will this benefit our new members that are coming into the carriers that we represent at District Lodge 141? I mean, we have several carriers that we have, not just United, but we have American, we have Hawaiian members, and we have Spirit Airlines members that are being hired off the street because of all the people that are retiring and people that are leaving, voluntary leave of absence and whatnot. So why is this going to benefit the members?
Well, for starters, it's really about education. Nobody really knows, like especially these new kids. A lot of them are young as well, and they don't know what a union is, or what a union does, or what unions have done for them over the last 100 years. It's really about getting them to know what it takes and what it means to be a unionist, and what are the unions, let alone what is the IAM itself. And we talk a lot about that as well.
Brother Bruno, would you care to comment?
So it's going to benefit our members not only in giving them the knowledge of what being a machinist is all about, but it's also going to be beneficial for all of us in that our history is going to continue on, right? We're not going to lose our history because of so many people retiring during the last year and a half that we've been going through everything in the industry with people retiring. So it's a great way to keep our legacy continuing on for the future.
Okay, so in the classroom study that you're going through right now, the program, are you doing PowerPoint presentations, or could you kind of describe what's going on in the room where you guys are meeting?
So now it's a huge collaboration between District 19 railroads, District 141, District 142, the transportation districts, and we're mixed in each room. There's about 4 different rooms that we're in, and we're collaboratively working to discuss, what material, what elements are going to go into this training, what do we want the new members to know and learn, not just again about the union and the IEM, but also the most important thing, like their contracts, like what are their rights and what's their rights under the process and the RLA.
So Sean, with all the people that have retired, you've probably seen quite a few people from Newark. How many people are coming into Newark now? I mean, you guys have a lot of new hires that are walking in the door. Do you have any numbers?
Yeah, well, we lost a lot of hundreds of employees during the pandemic, and now we have at least I know of, we have between customer service and ramp, we've had about maybe over 100 new hires and more, and counting actually. We just had 2 new classes last week. We have 3 classes this week, and that's just for the ramp. We have a couple more for customer service this week alone. So you can imagine, I mean, we're gonna have another couple hundred. So hopefully we should be at full complement soon.
Okay. So Brother Bruno, how about Houston?
So at last number in Houston, I believe we're up to about 200 in the last about 2 months now. So yeah, we have a lot of new guys on property, and so far we've been able to meet with pretty much every class in our own way, how Houston does it. But this new program will be a way that it's done across the system, and we're all on the same page. It's not just the way Houston does it or the way Chicago does it. Everyone will be on the same page now. So it'll be, if someone decides to transfer, let's say one of these younger guys decides, you know what, Houston's not for me, but I want to try Chicago. They'll have that same mentality when they're going to Chicago, and they'll know exactly what they're walking into when they get there.
So speaking of retirees, you're from Houston. You had a lot of people retire down there and took voluntary leaves of absence, right?
Yes, yeah, we did. We had quite a few members decide to take the packages, and just it was time for them to retire and move on with their lives. So we are in a hiring phase. So it's great to get a program like this going, so that we can again continue on the legacy of the Machinist Union.
That's great. That sounds like it's going to be a fantastic program. Texas has always been a very low density union. And with this program, it's going to be very beneficial for people in Texas, to see what unions are all about. So we are going to offer some great benefits and great pay. And you guys are going to do a fantastic job with the members that are coming on at United Airlines. So good work. So Brother Sean, I know you're not by yourself. Who are the other district educators who came with you to work on this program?
Well, we have a newly made educator himself, Bruno Pereira. We also have veterans Brian Harrison, Kuule McGuire, Rich Howell, and Tom Marshall from Philly.
That's great. This is some really good people. Glad to see that they're involved in this program. What's the most important thing that comes to mind about this program that new members would appreciate?
I think knowing why they have the benefits and some of the rights that they enjoy, not just at this job, but almost every job that they've ever held. You know, benefits like overtime and vacations, weekends off, human rights. A lot of these rights they don't know that it really originated from the blood, sweat, and tears, and even the deaths of some of our brothers and sisters over the last 150 years. And I think knowing that and getting them that education and having them understand that that's where it all came from, I think that's beneficial for them. So now they pretty much put a face to the names and have a better understanding.
What are your thoughts, Brother Bruno?
So I believe that they'll appreciate the fact that they're actually going to know what the union stands for, what the union is, right? Not just I have to be in the union on property and not know anything about what the union actually does, whether it's helping them with free college for themselves or their spouses, knowing about what kind of medical benefits they having, learning the history of, how our wages were so much lower until we were able to secure contracts and increase our wages. Just giving them that piece of information so that they know it's not just I'm walking into another job. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears were fought over our contracts, and giving them that knowledge will be beneficial to them so they can appreciate it even more than they already do.
So, Brother Bruno, you're here at the Whippet Singer Center. They always have some great educators and instructors. Who's been the main instructor that's been helping and assisting with the program development?
So this is what is so interesting about this particular class. Yes, we do have instructors here. We have some Grand Lodge representatives here, but we are the instructors. They're giving us kind of an outline of everything, and they're wanting us to come up with the curriculum to have. So we are actually our own instructors. We're just a group of individuals from every industry. We have people from the airlines. We have people from the railroads here. Different districts. We have District 141, 142, District 19 is here. So all of us are our own instructors. We're in our own breakout sessions, and we're kind of getting some work from the other groups and kind of adding on to it. And we're giving our work to another group, and they're adding on to the stuff that we've already done. So it's been an interesting week. It's kind of outside of the norms of what you're used to coming to Whip and Singer and having an instructor actually give a class, where we're actually the ones that are doing it together. We're actually working together to create this.
So, brothers, before I finish up this video report, I always like to give an opportunity for our guests to make mention of anything that they feel is important to bring out from the topic that we're talking about. So, do you have anything you want to say?
So, I just want to say thank you to Mac McGovern for giving me this opportunity to come here and participate in the program. Want to give a big thank you to our local lodge for also supporting me and coming out here. And I think this will be a great opportunity for all of us to get on the same page and get our membership focused on what needs to be accomplished for our future.
Let's see, I guess I would like to say thank you to Mac McGovern and Mike Clem, our PDGC, for giving me the opportunity to join the team over at the district.
Well, as you can see and hear, our District 141 educators and Grand Lodge representatives, along with fellow IAM members from around the country, are doing an excellent job in developing this new member program. I want to thank Brothers Sean and Bruno for coming on the 141 report for all the information and details. This wraps up this week's 141 report. We'll see you all next week. Bye for now.